Ricky Thor. Ricky's going to talk to us about cochlear implants.
How are you all doing today?
Good.
What? Oh, if I didn't have cochlear implants, I wouldn't have been able to hear you. When I was born, I could only hear a teeny, tiny bit, so I could hear my parents very little. They took me to the hospital and asked my doctor what was the problem. The doctor suggested we should see the audiologist. The audiologist said that I needed hearing aids. When I got them, they worked for a little while, but soon my hearing has decreased, so they didn't work much more. Then the audiologist said I needed cochlear implants. I had to get surgery for the inner ear, and they were more expensive, but they worked much better for me. A cochlear implant is a very special hearing device that gives deaf people the ability to hear very well. A cochlear implant is very different than a hearing aid. Well, what is the difference between a cochlear implant and a hearing aid, you may ask? A cochlear implant is like an interpreter. It interprets the sounds that I hear and sends a message to my brain, while a hearing aid is like an amplifier, which will make the sounds around the person much louder. Processor, battery, coil, magnet. These are all the parts of a cochlear implant. I will tell you what they do. The processor is like a brain to the cochlear implant. It sends a message to all the other parts. You all probably know what a battery is, right? Yes. Well, I have a battery on my cochlear implant. The coil will connect to a magnet, which will attach to the magnet inside my head, go through a wire to my brain. This is called the inner cochlear implant. This is also how I hear. My sensitivity is like a hearing bubble. The higher the sensitivity, the more sounds I'll hear. But the lower the sensitivity, the less sounds I'll hear. You all probably know what volume is, right? Yes. Well, I have volume on my cochlear implant too. Now I can turn them off whenever I want to. Bye-bye.
This is about the most fascinating thing I've heard. My goodness. I didn't know that all of that was going on. And the thing that just clues me in is that you can turn it on and off whenever you want to.
What?
You can turn it on and off whenever you want to?
Yeah.
Have you ever turned it off when you weren't supposed to?
Yeah, sometimes.
I see your dad sitting right there. You might not want to say too much. But, if I had one, I'd turn it off. Like, sometimes Miss Powers is talking to us. She says something, and you're like, ooh, I can't hear you. Now, I have to ask you something seriously, though. Earlier when we were making a lot of noise, did that bother you? When we were making a lot of noise earlier on, when all the kids were screaming, was that bothering you at all?
When I turn them off, it doesn't bother me.
So did you use that time to turn it off?
Sometimes.
See, I would have shut you out too. On, off. Off, off. Thank you so much, Ricky. That was great. Next we have Clayton Topinier.